Hey everybody, it is Tiffany and I am here to share with you some ideas for pool or beach totes for the spring summer season with 31. So I wanted to start with a brand new product. It's called the Pick Up and Go Tote, and I'm going to show you lots of different sizes today. I'm going to show you 4 or 5 totes that you can use, but I wanted you to have that visual effect. So this is the new Pick Up and Go Tote. This is actually the side of it. So you got these 2 big pockets down on the sides of this one. And then you can see I have some super cute embroidery on there, but it's just a really nice little tote. And I will say I have this one jammed packed and I can still get it up on my shoulder. So I wanted you to get a feel for how much this one holds. So if you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towels folded and stacked there, 2 more here. And then if you can't see it, I've actually got a thermal down in there. This is our new bucket tote insulated cooler. Okay. You could also fit a picnic thermal would be a good size to fit in there. Or if you want a totally separate thermal and a really big one for an entire day at the pool or beach, you're going to want your Fresh Market thermal or your roundabout cooler or something like that. And then you'll keep it completely separate from your beach stuff or your pool stuff. But I wanted you to see that I had a thermal in there and 7 towels. Okay. So that's a pretty wide one. There's that. We also have from our utility line, you have your deluxe utility tote, the large utility tote, the medium utility tote, the zip top organizing utility tote, and the everyday essentials tote. Those 5 are all from the utility line. So if you're looking on our website, those are all in utility, whereas that pick up and go tote is probably listed under totes. Okay, so here's the everyday essentials. It's similar. It's more rectangle, so it's definitely not as wide, but if you didn't need all those towels and all that stuff, you might love this one. It does have a Velcro pocket on the front. That's the entire length of the bag. What's cool about this one though, is all the pockets down inside. So you can see there are 6 pockets to stick stuff in, plus on each side, there's actually a mesh pocket. So there's really 8 total pockets down on the inside. So if you like to organize within your bag, this is the everyday essentials tote. And so I would say these are comparable, but this one's definitely not as wide and it has all those pockets down on the inside. Okay. If you are familiar with our zip top organizing utility tote, this has the pockets as well. It is much smaller than those 2 and the pockets are on the outside. So I've got a pocket here and here, the mesh pockets on both sides, and then 3 pockets on the back. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. So that one has 8, this one has 7. These are on the outside, those are on the inside. And the big difference, this is a smaller tote, but it does zipped close. So it really just kind of depends what you're using it for. I would say not as many people are going to use this for a beach or pool tote unless you're going just by yourself or yourself and maybe one of the kids, something like that. I do love all the pockets. I do love that it zips, but maybe not as practical for the pool. But I know a lot of people like to see the comparison. So especially with this everyday essentials tote, there are the 2 side by side. One's pockets on the inside, one's pockets on the outside. And like I said, one zips closed and one does not. So those are the first 3 that I want to show you. And then our tried and true, our #1 selling large utility tote. If you're looking for something that closes, we don't have a lot of these big totes with lids, or I'm sorry, with a zipper, but the large utility tote, you can add a lid to it. So this has a clear lid. The lids are only $10 to add. They're very easy to put on. This is our large utility tote. This is going to fit your cooler. It's going to fit even more towels than I just showed you. And I showed you 7 in that one. You could fit a ton in here. You can fit pool or beach toys. A lot of people tend to get the large utility tote, or even the bigger one, the deluxe utility tote. It really just depends if you want to put your cooler inside the tote or carry the cooler separately. Our large utility totes do have a solid color bottom. So no matter what the print is, you know, this is what's going to be going on the pool deck or the sand is that black bottom. Okay, so that's the large utility tote. And just again, for comparison's sake, here's the large. And then here's that new tote that I was showing you that's really wide, but it's a little bit more, it's definitely not as long, okay, as what your large utility tote. So I would say that pick up and go tote is wider, but not as long. And then, like I said, if you need the bigger size, you're going to want the deluxe utility tote, which is even bigger than this and even wider than this. So you just got to really look at the measurements, think about what it is that you need if you're going to carry your thermal inside or outside when you're going to the pool or beach. But if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Hopefully that helps you for this spring, summer season as we head to the pool and beach.